Hey, best friends. Welcome to the Bestie Advice Podcast. Where we discuss all things relationships. And now for part 2 of Women in Business.
But again, I still got my loyal circle. I got my people that's gonna support regardless.
Yeah. Even as far as with you doing, as far as like the giving back to the community, I noticed too, as far as how the door was open where other businesses even partnered with you, saying like, oh, hey, I got some hats, I got some gloves, I got some cookies for you, you know, or whatever. You go out there, hey, take this with, with you or whatever. So I did see how, things have started to expand itself, even as far as with that particular ministry of your business.
It did. That part blew my mind because we linked up with a lot of, and I think one time we had so much stuff, I don't even think we had room to even pack the stuff up and take it to the people. But I was like, hey, that's a complaint, but it was a good complaint. And that's the kind of complaints I like to have. So
that's good. So to my business owners, I want to point out 2 things that Pumpkin said. And her real name, you guys, is Shankita, but we affectionately call her Pumpkin. But 2 things that she said, and I want you guys to notice that she said it's not about money.
Yes.
Money is not your source.
That can't be your end all be all.
Exactly. And I talked to you really will. And I've talked to a lot of business owners about that. It's money is not your source. It's not, don't complain about money. Just start like Pumpkin did. Just start. She said something else.
Let me interject though, for those who gonna misconstrue that. Money ain't everything and it's not my drive, but you can't pimp me either.
No, exactly.
And I want to put that out there because now you have those people that'll take that and be like, well, you said money wasn't everything, so can I get this for half off? And it's like, inflation is very real.
Right. She's a business owner. Like, no. But I was saying for my business owners that are watching, what's important is she just started.
Yes.
And she started out sowing, and that's very important. And God will let you know who to sow into because you want to do good soil. But I thought that was an important key because sometimes we get in business because I want the money, give me the bag and all of that. She started out sowing.
Yes.
And God has opened up doors in her business because of her being obedient to her gift and the poor and her sowing.
Yes.
Something else she said is, she has a community of people, but she didn't allow those people to just be her target market to just these people. She's able to market outside of that. And God has been able to bless her. Yes, her core people are going to support her. Her target market is going to support her family, but she's been able to go outside of that. And some business owners that I've talked to get frustrated because they're expecting people, their friends, and their family. You will never grow your business depending on your friends and your family. You will not. They will just be partakers. So I just wanted to point that out to my business owners because she dropped 2 amazing nuggets that I want you guys to catch in this interview. It's very, very good, very powerful story and testimony of how she's been able to transition from, and she really hasn't transitioned, but my experience with her is she's living her best life. She's fulfilling what God has called her to do. And yes, she's gifted to do hair and she does hair. But I remember a conversation her and I had where she said, I want to get to a point to where I'm only doing certain people. And I was like, just let me be one of the people. I didn't. She said, oh, no, you will be. I just want to pick. I don't want to have to do hair. I want to choose. And I remember that conversation. And I thought about it the other day where she can choose. I don't want to do hair. She doesn't have to do hair. So for my business owners, I just think those are some things I want to point out. But I do have a question I want to ask you. You've been able to successfully have a business where you've expanded not only Backyard Eats, but you have the 360 that is very popular now. And then your husband has a production company and your baby girl has her own business as well, making jewelry.
Yes.
And she's an amazing dancer. So how have you been able to be successful in just expanding the brand to include your family and then adding the 360?
Well, first it started off, I mean, we all had to sit down and have a conversation when we got serious about it. Actually, Mike was actually the first one to actually venture off. We just didn't kind of legalize everything or set everything up the way that it's set up now before, because he was just out here doing what he do. He got to play, produce, create. That's just what he does, until we realize, no, there's a business side to this that we need to lock in on. So that's where we actually formed our family brand, which is Cold Grace 5, and everything. That's the umbrella, and everything falls under there. And yes, that's Cold Grace. Well, now we kind of changed the lingo. It's Cold Grace Entertainment. So the 360 falls under there, which is, like you said, it's on and popping. And I think we just all agreed on what sacrifices we are willing to make as a family. We dialogue consistently because it tears us away in different areas, depending on what's the demand in that moment. And so having that conversation and understanding the weight of each of our assignments, it kind of helps us in those moments where it's like, we ain't got to have that fight. Well, you too busy, you ain't have no time for me, and you too busy. Now, we do tell Nevaeh that she's too busy not to be driving. Now, we let her know that. So like now, and y'all pray for me because I put my baby behind the wheel. Yes, I did. Because she gonna learn how to drive before it's time to get the license. Because all we need to do is go get the license. We ain't got time to learn.
Oh my goodness!
So, again, I have my daughter gets her own W-2.
Yeah.
So it's like, hold on.
She's an amazing dancer. Very busy. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like, I got a bag. I'm looking at like, did you just get a W-2 in the mail? So how do we file this, Mama Abrams? Hey, Golden Tax Services, y'all. But it's like, so she's been, but again, having those conversations so that everybody understands the weight of each other's assignment, it has helped us, it has sustained us. Those moments where we can do it as a family, we do it as a family as much as we can. Yeah. Mike will get up out of his sleep. He has become backyard East delivery guy.
I love it.
I've probably driven to maybe 3 gigs. Other than that, he gonna be like, what time you gotta get? Okay, I'm gonna get up. He gonna drive. He gonna get there. All I gotta do is pull the food out. Same with the 360. Nevaeh, she got her t-shirt. She work. She work when she want to work, but we praying for her. She's 14. But it works because again, we have consistent communication and we respect what the other one does. And we support what the other one. Nobody outside of 1004 supports before 1004.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, if Mike want a brown bracelet, Mike pay his money and then he get his bracelet. You know what I'm saying? Now, food, that's a different thing. I gotta feed them. They gotta eat everything. Right. But they'll market for backyard eat. So Nevaeh will take her food to school, or like now she's taking her food to the dance studio. That's created a whole nother entity. Yeah, everything they do now, they order from backyard eat. So that's a blessing. Mike take it to work. I got co-workers that's ordering for their family gatherings, and that's good. So it's like, again, understanding each other's assignment, staying in consistent communication, of course being prayerful about everything. And it's like I told myself, like, hey, I just trust God. You put me out here, you gonna keep me.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
So that's how we balance it out over here.
I love it.
Yes. And you all, Miss Pumpkin's food is the bomb.
Oh my God, I'm trying.
It is the bomb.
I'm not crying.
Right. We're not just, just sitting here just saying something. We are eating her food. We are customers.
And
I'm a loyal customer.
And let me put that out there. They're not just eating because we're recording the Besties podcast. Yes. They support on a regular basis. Yes. So they're not just eating and having because we fellowshipping right now. Yes. But when the clarion call goes out, they not even gonna tip. Don't get it twisted. They tried to pay me tonight for this food. They are consistent. So what I will say, you do not have to feel obligated or feel guilty when friends and family want to try to misuse you and be like, oh, but we cousins. No. Because real friends and family are going to support your business. Not just in deed and action, but in financially. So don't get it twisted.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Just wanted to say that.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to say that.
But tonight, y'all, we are eating her famous shrimp and
Oh my
grits.
God.
It's cheesy
Yeah.
shrimp and grits, and it's seasoned very, very well. It's not too spicy because me, right here.
I was watching
It's
that.
good.
I was about to spice it up a little bit.
With a cake, yeah, I wouldn't be able to take it, but it's very, very good, seasoned very well. I like my I like my grits. I don't like them, too loose or whatever.
Right.
Her grits are nice. They're firm. The shrimp is really, really good. They're good. So I do want to ask you that, Pumpkin, as far as I know you have different like specialties. She does like her potato craze.
Oh my God.
She does her soul food days or whatever.
Mac and
Sometimes
cheese.
Yes, mac and cheese. She's barbecuing or whatever. She does her mac and cheese. She has different type of macaroni and cheeses where she's adding different things to it or whatever. So if you could just kind of tell the people as far as what are some of your specialties for backyard eats.
So, of course, which y'all got the shrimp and grits right now. Then there's this thing I did at the Bellwood Fest that I'm taking back this year to the Bellwood Fest. The dirty jerk shrimp and grits.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. The Italian beef mac and cheese. I did a lot of people, and the seafood mac and cheese. Now, this potato craze. So let me tell y'all, that has actually taken on a leg of its own. I don't even know if I can consider that backyard eats anymore. I think potato craze is just potato craze. I probably need a potato craze LLC. Oh my God. And again, I just did it again because you know how you go to Wendy's and you get they loaded potatoes. Like, okay, it's a potato, it's a baked potato. So I just was sitting one day and figuring, like, how can we make a loaded potato? And I started thinking about the different ingredients, what it would look like. And again, from what it started with to what it is today are two totally different pictures.
Yes.
But oh my God, it's like, can I say this on podcast? It's like crack. Like for real. Like,
it's very good.
Yeah.
Very
like,
good.
I feel like low key, I just have Marcello just left. But like his job hound me every week because they're like, hey, can we get potatoes this week? Like, it's taking on its own leg.
Right.
That's job. If I miss potato craze, I could do soul food and they'll come by. Trust me, I never have a bad day.
Yeah.
But when they picking up that soul food, they're like, so when is potato craze? I'm like, so what is it? And here's the thing, I don't even eat them potatoes when I'm done with it. I'm like, I don't want that. But yeah, potato craze, that has to be one of the for real signatures.
Yeah,
of
it
backyard
is.
eats. Potato craze is it's a backyard eat. But like,
It
where you gonna get it at?
Yeah.
You ain't getting that nowhere but in the backyard, baby.
Yes. Yeah.
So and a lot of people, I've had so many people that would reach back out and be like, I was really reluctant because I just thought, it would be just your little average, little small potato with some meat and cheese. And they get like, I ate off that for 2 and 3 days.
Yep.
I call it. I try to call it a potato plate. No, this ain't your average.
It's not.
Yes.
So like that's definitely one of the staples in the backyard.
Yes.
I do take pride in my ribs and my rib tips. I do take pride in those. Yeah, like the dirty grapes. Like it's so many things now.
Is.
So many people reaching out for so many different things till it's just like, I don't really. I don't. It's quite a few things. So. And that's not a prideful thing. That's just I've kind of learned to like, okay, like you the mac and cheese, not just Italian mac and cheese, just the plain mac and cheese. It's just like, So and then I got like, when you all right when you got the season saints in your family. Baby, these season saints, man, baby, you gotta give when you talking to a season saint that can cook. But they'll eat your food because season saints don't eat everybody's food.
Exactly.
Right.
Baby, when they eat your food and tell other people to eat your food, I'm like, Lord, I'm in the dough. I'm in the dough, baby. So it's quite a few things that but again, because I love it, I take my time to master it. I master what the people like. If they look like they like it, I'm gonna master it. We're gonna keep making it better.
That's good.
I love that. As you can see, we are so enjoying our conversation and our fellowship, and it's very natural because we're all friends, and the Bestie advice is about our show is about relationships. And so we wanted to show the relationship that we had with this business owner, Pumpkin and her husband, Michael, and her daughter Nevaeh is a part of our lives. Yes. And she is a friend, a real friend of Kiran and I's. And so we just wanted to have her on our podcast. So thank you so much, Pumpkin, Miss Shankita, for being on the Bestie Advice. And so I want to make sure I'm going to put all of her information in the description box.
Yes.
Her website, so you can order and taste her food and check her out because she is amazing.
Yes, she is.
So
yes, she is. And let us know, like, do you have any specials coming up, like any the potato craze? What's your next thing?
Here's the thing. Just stay tuned, watch the Facebook pages and the links, because right now, with the world being open and everybody's having some. You got prom send-offs, they have now turned into proms before.
Yes, they have.
So between the 360 and catering food for the prom, before the prom, you got birthday parties, Memorial Day, Sweet 16, Sweet 14, Dirty 30, Fabulous 40.
Right.
So between all the events that are coming up, like I try to pride myself and try to be consistent with doing individual dinners twice a month. That has not happened since we hit April. I haven't been able to be consistent, and it's a good complaint.
Yeah, that is
because I've been booked and busy, but it's coming, y'all. And I already know it's gonna have to be potato craze because these people ain't had a potato. And I don't know when, so it's gonna be potato craze. Just stay tuned for the day. I just got to get a clear schedule.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'll be at the Bellwood Fest August 12th, 13th, and 14th.
All right. Mark your calendar.
Right. Mark your calendar as well.
Watch my pages because y'all know I'm trying to get on everybody's fest. I love festivals.
Right.
I love the crowd. I like feeding the people.
That's good.
That's good.
Now, wait a minute. Is your husband and his band, are they going to be there too?
They will be
all
at the Bellwood. They, for now, they're scheduled for Saturday. We're trying to get them to close out because last year they killed the game in the middle of the day. And it wasn't nothing else to do. So they're going to be our showstoppers. They're scheduled for Saturday.
Okay.
So we out here. We
out
here.
Be sure to look in the links below for everything Backyard Eats and Cold Grace. Until next time. Bye, besties.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time. Join us next time for part 2.